Hello and a big welcome to the channel. I'm the Motorsport Madman and this is the first qualifying session of the brand new 2024 Formula One season. Please do drop me a like and please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'm only about 4 or 5 subscribers away now from the first little milestone on the channel of 500. So yeah, big ups to you. A big help to get me over the line there, because I've been trying to hit 500 for 3 straight seasons. So we're nearly there. We're nearly there. But yeah, first qualifying session of the season. Welcome back. Third stream of the day. Third stream of the day. I don't think I ever backed 3 streams in a day, but we did final practice, and then we did the F2 sprint race, which was good fun. I'm glad I'm doing F2 this season. Like I said, different little avenue for the channel this season, not just F1. Back in the F2 as well. But yeah, we're back for the first proper F1 session of the season. We've had the testing, we've had the practice sessions, but in about 10 minutes time, we get into the proper stuff where it really matters, where you can't talk about what fuel loads are on, what tyres are on, what engine modes are on, what time of day it is. This is all now relative. This all now matters. In practice, there's 5, 6 different variables going on where, oh, he's quick, but he's on the soft tyre. He's quick, but he's probably took all the fuel out of the car. He's quick, but he was set on later time in the day when the track was cooler and there was more grip. This is the first proper time we get some actual answers to who's quick, who's not. Are Red Bull as dominant as they were last season? Practice 3 gives me a little bit of hope that it's not quite at that level of Verstappen domination. But we find out in about an hour, don't we? We find out exactly what the truth is when they take the fuel out of the car, they bang a brand new set of soft tyres on and Max goes for pole. Then we see what the true picture is. Is it going to be somebody else taking the fight to Max? Are we going to get an Alonso pole? Would be epic. You know, can Leclerc do it? You know, Leclerc got a bag full of pole positions last season. Can Leclerc for Ferrari, can they step up and get pole position? Where are Mercedes? In FP2, they looked absolutely mighty. In practice a couple of hours ago, not so much. Aston Martin stepping up to the plate. Where are McLaren? I think they had a few issues reliability-wise. I saw them messing with the front of Lando Norris's car in final practice, but they're looking quick, you know? So can they challenge for pole? Is it going to be someone else on pole? Is Max going to take it by a very slim margin of a tenth or two, possibly? Or is it going to be more of the half a second, 3/4 of a second when they really turn the engine up and absolutely go for it? We'll find out. Hopefully it's not the latter and it is one of the more closer options that I've just give. But yes, welcome to the stream, Carl. Danny Rick pole would be insane. Danny Rick pole, I'm here for it. Listen, they'll just be trying to get in the top 10. RB looking decent though. Certainly looking better than Sauber, Williams, Haas, Alpine. So, you know, looking like a strong midfield contender is the RB. So I've got Danny Rick in my predictions as being 10th. So we'll see. Maybe you can... This isn't qualifying predictions. This is just for the race tomorrow. But we shall see. RB looking pretty decent. Ted Kravitz in the pit lane. We'll have a listen to that. But yeah, welcome to the stream. We had fun with the F2, didn't we? An hour or so ago. It was a good race. Not the names that I was expecting at the front, with the Prema being off the pace. You know, Kimi Antonelli and Ollie Behrman were outside the top 10, which is unfortunate because I was planning on bigging them up and watching Kimi Antonelli dominate the series, but doesn't look like it's going to be that way, unfortunately, for Kimi Antonelli. But onto the F1, onto the big time, and we see how we go. But yes, Mitch, welcome to the stream. Chrissy as well, welcome in. Let's go, loving this channel. Cheers, bro. I appreciate you. Since its inception, yeah, we've gone through a few setup changes, haven't we? You know, to keep it F1 themed. We've gone through a few setup changes over the years, but I'll stick with this for the whole season. You know, maybe there'll be a couple of tweaks here and there, but I'll stick with this now. Because what I used to do, like the first couple of seasons, I was changing it every week because I was just like, oh, that's not right. Oh, but I'll move the live timings there. And the stream looked different every week. Like when I look back at last season, it's like I do 2-3 races and then I'd be like, no, let's change everything. And so, but now I've found a format I'm happy with. We've got the studio vibe going. So we've had a couple of years learning how to set it up, and also I think the thumbnails look better this year, and the intro as well. I'm not having to mess with the intro; it's just the same intro every week, which that was a pain to be doing like bespoke intros for every race. was a madness. Like spending a full afternoon on it, and then I click go live, and it's just me, like no viewers, just me watching the intro that I spent all day making them. They're like, why am I doing this? So the intro is just for the full season. This is for the full season, but I appreciate you back for another year, the 3rd season on the channel. The 3rd season. We did 22, 23, and we're back bigger and better. Make or break in 2024. See if we can get a few viewers in this year. But yeah. Cheers, JJ, mate. Yeah, but welcome to the stream. Only have 10 minutes. Oh, 10 minutes before you have to walk into work. Oh, savage. Cheers for popping in before you have to go. Big ups. We're finally here, SHT. We're finally here, bro. We've done testing. We've done practice. Now, let's see. What do you reckon for Alonso pole? My mate was just sending me all the bookies odds. He's like, who do you reckon? What do you reckon? Like, what's good value on the bookies? And I seen Alonso 12-1. 12-1 pole position. I said, that's good value, that. I'm not a gambling. I don't really gamble, to be honest, but because I don't want to get roped in. Once you start on that road, before you know it, you're banging 100 quid on Verstappen DNF before you know what I mean? Soon get carried away with that, so I don't bother with it myself. But if I was on a betting one, Alonso at 12-1 might be worth 50p. Do you know what I mean? Might be worth £1 on that. But no, he probably won't get pole in it. You know, reality is he probably won't get pole. That's why it's 12-1 in it. But Aston looking pretty good. Come out of the shell a little bit, because in testing it was hard to place Aston Martin. So, but they're looking pretty good. Be interesting to see just how competitive Ferrari are, and also be very interesting to see where Mercedes are. Are Mercedes fighting for pole, or are they just going to line up like 5th and 8th? Is it going to be that kind of a thing where, okay, the 5th and 8th, beaten by the Ferraris, beaten by the Red Bulls? Possibly. But yeah, Sky just playing some mad intro to the season. Yes, Dan. Welcome to the stream, bro. But yeah, appreciate it. Looks good. Cheers, JJ. I'm a Merc fan, but I hate to say it, Verstappen going to be at least 1 to 1.5 to 2 seconds quicker than the rest. Oh, don't kill me off before the start of the season, bro. I hope not. I feel like Verstappen will get pole, but I don't think it's going to be a massive margin like what was rumoured in testing or anything. I don't think it's going to be, and I hope it's not like by a second. That would just be like, let's just pack up and go home and come back next year if it's a second. But I feel like the vibe is, I feel like it's not going to be. I feel like it might be a couple of attempts, which it'd be fine. I'd be fine with that. I wouldn't be down and think, oh, another Verstappen year. If it's only a couple of attempts, that's all right. I can live with that. It means that people got a chance. You know, Leclerc's got a chance. Hamilton might have a chance. Alonso might have a chance, you know. So that's best case scenario, is that Aston, Ferrari and Mercedes and maybe McLaren have got an outside chance of getting pole. Then tomorrow's 57 laps, you know, that's a different gravy, innit? That's a different story. Over 57 laps, trying to beat Max Verstappen is a long shot. But today, I think it's doable. It's doable. If Verstappen had blasted him out of the park in final practice by a second and a half, I'd be sat here going, well, we all know. But I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. Thank God. I mean, thank God it's not an absolute certainty, which is good. A straight bet would be both Alpines out in Q1 is a shout. Yeah, Dan, you should have had that. Both Alpines out in Q1. I bet that's not even a bet because the bookies will know. Alpine are in the bin. Alpine might be the slowest car on the grid. Seriously, I think they'll both be out. Like say SHT, I think that Alpine could seriously line up like 17th and 19th on the grid. Like, they might beat Zhou Guan Yu, do you know what I mean? Or Sargent, But they're going to be down there. They're going to be down there. It's going to be both Alpines out with Sargent and Zhou in it, or something like that, in Q1. And Magnussen, that'd be my sort of early punt. But, yeah, Alpine looking grim. But yes, welcome to Stream Tax. Welcome in, bro. Saw you join the F2 stream a couple of hours ago. It was good fun, that. I had a few in. I think it must have been a lot of new people join that stream, so I hope the new viewers sort of latch on and think, do you know what? Let's go for a full season on this. Let's have a do. Let's get involved. More the merrier, innit? Yes, live track, mate. Not seen your name on stream before, so welcome in. If you are new, get yourself subscribed. Nearly at 500 now, only a couple away. So I appreciate all the support. Trying to grow the channel this year a little bit, hopefully a little bit faster than the previous couple of years. Just want exactly, Mitch. That's it. Just want some competition. Cheers, Chrissy. Yeah, smash the like, guys. If you are new, if you haven't hit the like button already. Please do. It helps me out, helps YouTube notice the channel and push it out more to other people that are searching for F1 streams. So puts me on the list, puts me in the window for people clicking on it if I get more likes. Oh, that's how it sort of works anyway. But yeah, just one competition this year. Even if Max wins, it would be nice for him to have a challenge. Exactly. That is exactly my vibe. I'm not anti-Max Verstappen. I'm just anti-ultra dominance. So I don't mind Verstappen winning. He's clearly the best in the world. Clearly Red Bull have built an absolute beast of a car, and I don't mind it. But I just don't want him winning by 30 seconds. I don't want it to be a foregone conclusion before the race even starts. You know who's going to win, because that's just going to kill the sport eventually. The sport can live with that for a little bit, but eventually people aren't going to tune in. If you know the same driver's winning every single race, why are you watching? Do you know what I mean? Why would you watch it? So it's not good. It's not good for the sport. So, but even if Verstappen wins and it's close, fair enough, I can live with that. If Leclerc's in with a chance, maybe someone else leads a couple of laps, Alonso, sticks it down the inside in turn one and leads the first lap, I'm happy with that. Right, anyway, the cars are coming out of the garage for the first qualifying session of the season. Let's go. You never know, maybe one of the drivers drag the cars into Q2 for Alpine, yeah, maybe. Merc and Ferrari will be heavy contenders. Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. And where are McLaren? McLaren... going into the season, I was like, big ups McLaren, they're going to be second fastest team. Then the testing pace wasn't fantastic, and then the interviews with Lando Norris, I thought he was a little bit downbeat, and they asked Lando Norris straight up, can you match the Ferrari? He was like, no. So McLaren might be 4th or 5th quickest, but we'll see. Watch Lando slap it on pole, and I'll be buzzing. Anyway, we are underway for Q1. Right, have we got... Why have we got no time? Hang on. See if we can get the time up. Countdown timer. Let's see if we can get a countdown timer. Window session timer. It's not coming on for some reason. I wonder why it's not coming on. Anyway, how it works, 18-minute session for Q1, 15-minute session for Q2, and a 12-minute pole position shootout for Q3. I can't get the timer up for some reason, but I'll keep you updated on how many minutes are left in each individual session. But yeah, cheers. Good luck. Thank you. I appreciate it. See what happens this year. Hopefully it catches on a little bit. As long as Hamilton does no win. I love it. Even the Scottish accent coming through on the text. As long as Hamilton does no win. Well, He probably won't. He'd be probably in the clear because Hamilton winning the championship would be major upset, which is mad for someone that's won 7 and has been the most dominant driver in the last 15 years. But yeah, he might snag a pole here though, and then it's game on for this year. But yeah, I think you'd be all right. Here we go, Anto. Here we go. Yes, Chrissy. Best come in and unsubscribe. No more Sunday shifts. Don't do me like that. This channel relies on Dan covering my shifts on Sundays. Well, so at least a handful of them. Spread it out. Give most of them to Loz, innit? Just tell Loz childcare. There's one word that you need to tell Loz. Childcare. And Loz can do it. That's saying it. No, I appreciate you helping me out. Please help me out, bro. But yeah, here we go then for the first flying laps of qualifying, and it's Leclerc in the Ferrari. Don't mean that, just mean any of the races. Well, I hope, to be fair, I hope Lewis, I know he's got a lot of haters. Lewis is a bit like Marmite, ain't it? You either love him or hate him. But I do hope that Lewis does win at least a race this season. He got close at the end of last season, I think US Grand Prix. He was in with a good chance. It was really close, actually, US Grand Prix. But he's not won for, since the back end of 21? Since, Saudi Arabia 21? 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago. So I think Lewis will win a race or two this season, I hope. But it's really early to say, innit? We'll have a better idea in another hour. So first flying laps are going in. Is the timing screen updating? I think so. I've not got a countdown timer. I don't know what's happened to that. It should be on the stream, but we've got 14 minutes to go in Q1 anyway. Ocon and Gasly just coming across the line now in the Alpines, some 7/10 off the pace of the Ferrari. Yeah, see, that cheers me up. Medium tyres run to start off. Yeah, medium tyres, early doors Q1. Alpine. Dude. Nah, it's not that bad. But there's only 4 cars out there, 2 Ferraris, 2 Alpines, and everybody else is just sat there chilling at the moment with the time ticking down. They'll have to get on with it soon because you want to get a banker lap in just in case anything happens, and then you want to go for the last 5 minutes. Will be chaotic. Is that Kevin Magnussen's daughter? That's cute. Yes, Anto. Cheers, bro. Yeah, do smash the like if you are new to the channel and new to the stream. And Alpine got the cheek to call this the pink livery. Just a dash of pink on it. But I think, like I said in practice before, I think the livery is the least of Alpine's problems this season. I think anybody be talking about painting the car, they'll be talking about speeding up the car because it's looking peak. Ricardo, Albon, Hulkenberg, Sargent coming out of the pits now, as well as Piastri and Norris, and I see a Red Bull as well there. So everybody piling out of the pits now with 12 minutes to go. They feel like it's time to get a banker lap in. If you don't know how qualifying works, it's split into 3 sessions, and at the end of this 18-minute session, of which we've got 12 minutes left, at the end of this session, the bottom 5 will be knocked out, and then the top 15 will go through to Q2. At the end of Q2, the bottom 5 again will be knocked out from 15th to 11th, and the top 10 will go through to the pole position shootout, which is a 12-minute session, at the end of which we have our grid for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Tomorrow at 2:30 p.m, I'll be live for the race starting at 3 o'clock UK time tomorrow afternoon. So a Saturday race. First 2 races are on a Saturday with Ramadan throwing a spanner in the works and moving it all a day early. So first 2 races on Saturday afternoons. And then Australia, I just checked the timetable for the Australian Grand Prix, 4 a.m. Sunday morning. So I'm looking forward to 1 million views on that stream. 4 a.m. UK time, Australian Grand Prix. That's 2 hours earlier than it's been in the past. That they've because they used to have it and it was like sunset. Now they've gone mid-afternoon, 4 a.m. UK time, and then I'll have to back that stream and then a 10-hour shift. Mint. That is going to be a long Sunday. That when it's Australia. 4 a.m. I was gutted. When I saw that, I was like, you are kidding. In fact, we have the first 2 on Saturday afternoons, and then the next 3 after that are early doors Sunday mornings, so like 4, 5, 6 a.m. because it's Australia, Japan, China. Then Miami will be Sunday evening, and then we get into Europe, and then it's Sunday afternoons. But it's not Sunday afternoons until like the end of May. I was saying it before during testing, a lot of casual fans will just miss the first 6 races of the season because the first 2 are on a Saturday, and then after that they're early doors. But anyway, McLaren and Piastri is warming up his tyres, ready for a run. Let's go. Now quali is official. Yeah, now we get kicking. Now we're kicking. Everybody's out bar Gasly in the Alpine. Alpine are out of sync, so they're probably heading back into the pits as everybody else starts the first flying lap. Piastri down to turn 1 then. What can McLaren produce today? Big question mark over him. I'm not sure. You know, asked me a week ago, I'm saying McLaren's second fastest team. Now, let's find out. That's what live sport's all about. Now, I don't know, they're on the softs. So Albon goes quickest on the soft tyre at 30.6. So yeah, the 3 lap time set by Sainz, Leclerc and Ocon were all in the mediums, but now the soft tyre runners are crossing the line. Albon quickest from Ricciardo, and Hülkenberg goes quickest in the Haas at 30.6. Okay, I don't think Haas are that bad, you know. I don't think Haas are rock bottom like we thought going into the weekend. So, you know, fair enough. Tsunoda crosses the line, goes P4, quicker than Ricciardo. But here come the McLarens then. Piastri down to turn 14. Surely has to go quickest here. You'd have to think that the McLaren's quicker than the Haas. Surely. Norris goes purple middle sector, but Piastri across the line then. Only third for Oscar Piastri. Surprising. And exactly the same time as Alexander Albon, to the thousandths of a second. Okay. Stroll crosses the line, goes 5th. 8 minutes to go in Q1. And here comes Lando Norris and goes quickest by half a second. So there's the McLaren pace. So Piastri must have made a mistake somewhere along the lap. As Norris scraping along the ground. That McLaren running really low to the ground as Alonso pops into second in the Aston Martin. Across the line comes Pierre Gasly. And Pierre Gasly goes, well, starting a lap. Gasly must have been starting a lap as Verstappen goes quickest, but only by a 10th. Not too bad. Not too bad. He's not blasted him. Again, he's not blown him out of the water by a second. Verstappen by a 10th over Lando Norris at the moment. As Hamilton comes across the line, what can he do? Only P9. Ooh, I wonder if Mercedes are better when it's hot. And I'm not convinced by Mercedes here. Perez crosses the line, goes P4 then. So it's Red Bull 1 and 4 with Norris and Alonso in between them. Here comes Charles Leclerc then down to the final corner. What can Ferrari do on the soft tyres in Q1 with 6.5 minutes to go? Here we go then. Charles Leclerc and goes P5. Okay. I'll tell you what, Alonso a tenth and a half off in P3. It's quick, isn't it? Times will continue to tumble. Yeah, everyone that crosses the line is going quicker as the track rubbers in and the temperatures slowly drop and there's more grip. Sainz crosses the line, goes quickest. Okay. Ferrari turning up. Sainz has arrived. It's not easy for Red Bull. Martin Brundle summing this up. It's not easy for Red Bull. That is critical. Red Bull might get pole today. I'm not saying they won't, but it might not be easy. I hope that he's not just going to breeze it. I don't think he is going to breeze it. Thank God for that. Sainz on a 29.9 goes fastest. All right. I can live with this. This is good. The best are on top. That's how it works. The cream rises to the top. Sainz might have a word to say about Ferrari and everyone else. Yeah, Sainz is just on unlocked mode this season. Sainz can just go for it with pretty much no consequences. You know what I mean? If he's going side by side with his teammate into turn one, get your elbows out, so be it. What are they going to do? Sack him? He's already been sacked. So Sainz can drive with some sort of freedom this season, knowing that might as well go for it because he's got to put himself in the shop window as well for Mercedes, Aston and Red Bull. You know, Sainz, I think they're the three options for Sainz next year. I can't see Sainz going down the Sauber option, hoping that it's going to be Audi in a couple of years. I can't see that. I think Sainz is going to chase the Mercedes or an Aston seat or or maybe the Red Bull seat alongside Verstappen Sainz for next year. I wouldn't say that's out of the question. But yeah, it's quickest at the moment with 4 minutes to go in Q1. We start to look at the bottom 5 drivers then who will get knocked out at the end of this session if they remain bottom 5. And that is 16th, Zhou Guanyu, 17th, Valtteri Bottas, 18th, Kevin Magnussen, and 19th and 20th, the Alpines of Ocon and Gasly. Ooh. Oh, dear Alpine. Oh, man. I'm going to guess you meant to put Sainz there, Flabby, instead of Saint. But yeah, Sainz is going to be very fun to watch. Yeah, he's just going to have some fun, man. Like, what are you going to do? Sack me? So, yeah, you know, it's a weirder season for Hamilton than it is for Sainz. Because Hamilton was sort of like I said it before, like Hamilton on one hand will want Mercedes to be competitive, but on the other hand, it's not the end of the world if they're not for Lewis because he thinks, well, I'm going anyway. So it actually becomes a little bit awkward if Mercedes are really good. It sort of becomes a little bit awkward for Hamilton. So it's a weird vibe for Lewis this season. He'll want to win, but not too much. So it's a weird one. Whereas Sainz can just think, balls to the wall. Let's have a season to remember. And but early signs are showing that Ferrari are looking better than Mercedes anyway. But we'll see. Hulkenberg once again, demon qualifying mode. Hulkenberg's P8 at the moment, yeah. Hulkenberg P8, Magnussen down P18. Do you know, when they signed Hulkenberg at the beginning of last season, I was like, nah, what are they signing him for? He's like 36, 37. He's never got a podium. I was like, what a boring signing. I hold my hands up. I was wrong. I was majorly wrong. I loved Mick Schumacher, but it's an upgrade, isn't it? I can't deny that. And I was fuming. I was like, you're sacking Mick Schumacher for a 37-year-old has-been. Yeah, shut up and sit down, innit? Hulkenberg's been good, man. Hulkenberg's been good. What can I say? Although I still think Mick would have been better by now. But anyway, Mick might come back one day. But yeah, 2 minutes to go in Q1. And here goes Zhou Guanyu then. So bottom 5, Zhou, Bottas, Magnussen, Ocon and Gasly are the guys under pressure. And then the RB's just on the bubble there, 14th and 15th. So they'll be looking to improve. And then it's Lewis Hamilton in P12. Sargent, look at that. Then Williams 9th and 11th. That's not bad. Hulkenberg P8. But here's where it matters. A minute and a half to go in Q1. This is the lowest I've ever seen Alpine. Yeah. Yeah, since when they returned with Magnussen and Palmer. Yeah. Yeah, it's not even as bad as that. When they first formed that team. Because it went Renault, then Lotus, then back to Renault, then Alpine, didn't it? And this is the worst it's been since for a decade. It's shocking. With all that investment as well, all the celebrities jumping on board. Oh, 19th and 20th, savage. I mean, they've still got a chance to improve. Oh, and Zhou Guanyu nearly losing the back end coming out of the last corner. Crosses the line, P11. He might be safe with that. Oh, go on, Zhou. Zhou Guanyu, he's quite handy in qualifying. You know, he beat Bottas quite a few times last season qualifying. But here comes Bottas to the line then in the other Sauber. I'm calling him Sauber this year if you didn't clock onto that by now. And goes 11th. So both Saubers might be through here. Bottas 11th, Zhou 12th. We've got people peeling into the pits, aborting their laps. We cut to where Yuki Tsunoda, Magnussen goes P10. This is wide open. This is wide open. Albon goes 8th. This is wide open. Hasser 10th and 11th. This could be anything. This could be anything. Stroll's in the bottom 5 with the RBs and the Alpines at the minute. But here comes Yuki Tsunoda round the final corner. A slow middle sector for the Japanese driver. But to the line he comes in. Yuki Tsunoda under pressure in 17th. Bang! Pops up to P9. Let's go, Yuki. In the top 10, he'll be safe from there. He'll be safe from there, will Yuki. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo, then in the other RB, P11. Okay, they're safe. Joe is on the bubble now. Sargent's under pressure. Hamilton, where's Lewis? Look at Stroll goes P2. Oh, this is anybody's game. If Stroll can go second, anybody can. Here comes Lewis Hamilton then out of the final corner and across the line, only P10. Mercedes ain't it, bro. Mercedes ain't the one. Only P10. I mean, he's not been knocked out here, but he'll struggle to get through Q2 with that kind of pace. Hamilton crossed the line, only P10. I tell you what, I was expecting Mercedes and Hamilton to be back on form this season, back in the top 3 podiums on a regular basis. Judging by this is going to be a struggle of a season again. So Magnussen's on the bubble. So at the moment then, Bottas and Zhou are out. Zhou's definitely out. Sargent, where are the Alpines? Here comes Ocon to cross the line then. He's currently P19 and remains P19, does Esteban Ocon. What can Pierre Gasly do out of the final corner? But this is looking absolutely shocking. And it is a back row for Alpine. Absolutely woeful start to the season for Alpine, the slowest car on the grid. Oh my God. Alpine have just qualified 19th and 20th. Both Hasses are through. Sargent's out, so knocked out in Q1 for the Bahrain Grand Prix and setting their grid positions for the race is Valtteri Bottas P16, Zhou Guanyu P17, Logan Sargent P18, Esteban Ocon P19 and Pierre Gasly P20. I can't exactly go Pierre Gasly when he's P20, can I? It's a sad version. Pierre Gasly. Mate, that is shocking. Rubbish car. That is shocking. Alpine have dropped off a cliff. Just go back to last year's car. Scrap it. You'd be phoning up. What did we do that 2023 chassis? Yeah, get that out of the bin, mate. What did we do that 2023 chassis? Rebuild it because this is dead. They probably, on a legit one, on a serious note, they might actually be better with last year's chassis because the rules haven't changed. So it's probably still legal. I would just scrap it and go back to last year's and maybe get 15th. I mean, everyone improves. Like, is this year's Alpine quicker than last year's? I feel like they've gone backwards, surely. unless everyone's taken a massive step. But still, shocking for Alpine. Both drivers out in Q1, back row of the grid. I knew it'd be bad. I didn't think it'd be quite that bad. Back row is savage. And both has who had that a week ago? Both has to get through to Q2, and both Alpines on the back row. Who had that on the bingo card? Slap bang nobody. I'm telling you that for a fact. Fair play, man, because everyone's writing off Haas as the slowest. All the analysts, all the pundits, all the analysts, and me. We're all just going, Haas, slowest, next. Well, just goes to show, nobody really knows until you get into quali. You can put all the predictions you want out there and all your analyzed long run pace from testing day 2, but at the end of the day, you don't know until you hit quali. And but look at that then. So it ended up Sainz, Stroll, Verstappen, as if Stroll went quicker than Verstappen at the end. Mind you, it was right at the end of the session when the track was more rubbered in, but solid pace from Aston Martin and Mercedes. We've got a Williams in between the two Mercedes there. Albon's pulled it out of the park there, hasn't he? Sargent out, Albon top 10. Yeah, that's it, Carl. Yeah. Alpine will probably, it's not going to last all season, you would have thought, but it's a shocking start, isn't it? But yeah, Alpine probably chuck a few million at this to solve the problem. But Ocon Team Radio. Only round 1. Well, fair play, Ocon's being positive. Only round one. He's got faith, so fair play. Fair play to Esteban Ocon. He could have come on the team radio and give it, what the fuck is this car? And give it the full, absolute meltdown. Fair play to him. He's come on. He's gone, it's only round 1. I've got massive faith in you guys. Fair play. He could have thrown the toys out of the pram and give it meltdown session, but he knows it's a lot, and it is the longest of long seasons. It's 24 rounds, so you can have a bad start and still pull yourself out of the crap in the second half of the season, like McLaren did last year. So it's not doomsday at Alpine, but it's not far off. They'll chuck a few million at that problem, won't they? Yes, Kim, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. What did you miss? Alpine slowest, if that means anything to you. That's the big shock. A Mercedes mid-pack, which is also a bit of a surprise. I did expect coming into this that Mercedes would be fighting for pole, to be honest. But it's not looking away from Q1. Verstappen, not dominant yet. How long can we hold on to that cap? But Verstappen not running away with it yet. But we've got 2 more sessions and we've got a 57-lap race tomorrow. So I'm not counting any chickens yet. But it's looking good. It's looking better than expected. It's looking much better than expected. I'm going off testing. I was coming into this season thinking, oh my God, what are we in for? Now, much more positive. Because I feel like even if Verstappen does slap pole, surely it's not going to be by a big margin. If it's by a big margin, they have absolutely hoodwinked us this whole weekend. If Verstappen slaps pole by a second now, they have absolutely hoodwinked us for 3 days. Like, you are kidding. I feel like it should be close, at least. Makes it interesting, at least. That's all I can ask for. Has to be more competitive than last season. We can't have back-to-back seasons like that. Can we? Please, no. Stroll is a future. Well, I agree. How far in the future we're talking? In another lifetime? Reborn again? In 700 years? Maybe. But not in this lifetime. You know, I don't know if you're being genuine or not, but why is it just put Hulkenberg and Magnussen? Oh, they just started, they've reset the timing board. They've reset the timing board. Now for Q2, I don't think Red Bull have got the engine turned up yet, do you, Rob? I hope they have. I hope they fully went for it and got beat by a tenth off Sainz. But there's a possibility you might be right, Gav. There's a possibility they might have not turned the engine up yet, but I hope that's not the case. I thought it'd have wings by now. It's got a front wing and a rear wing like everyone else. Oh, Red Bull gives you wings. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Right, Q2's underway. We've got 12 minutes to go in the session, so no one back the first couple of minutes. But now everyone's piling out the pits. Yeah, Red Bull mum joke. Big session this. Mercedes, what were they, 8th and 10th or something like that? In Q1? Is Alpine still Renault? Yeah, essentially it's Renault, yeah. Yeah, essentially it's Renault. It's a short answer, yeah. Because Alpine's just like the sports car brand of Renault. So it's basically Renault running as an advert for Alpine sports cars, in a way. But yeah, so they're a full factory team with their own engine. You know, they're the only team that runs the Renault engine. Whether that's the issue, I don't know. Whether they've gone the wrong way aero-wise, which is what I'm probably thinking it is. They've gone the wrong way development-wise. I don't think it's the best engine on the grid, though, the Renault. But yeah, they should be. It's a massive disappointment. They should be much higher up than they are. No doubt about it. You know, they were coming into last season, Alpine, going, we want to bridge the gap to the top three. They were fourth in constructors in 21. In 22. And then they were thinking they're going to make progress. And they dropped back a little bit last year, sort of anonymous in the midfield, getting a couple of good results here and there. But they dropped back a little bit last year, and then this year just fallen off a cliff. Like, mate. When his race is 2:30 p.m. UK time, I'll be live. So the race actually starts 3 p.m. UK time tomorrow. But it depends where you're based. You have to adjust that to your time zone if you're not in the UK. But yeah, 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So join me. Anyway, Q2's underway. And Lando Norris, purple sector 1 and 2. So he's on a good lap. But Magnussen crosses the line then. So Hulkenberg and Magnussen first two across the line in Q2. Hulkenberg with a 30.9. That's beaten then by Oscar Piastri in the McLaren. Does a 30.6. And here comes Lando Norris. Purple sector 1, 2 and 3. And a 29.9. 6 tenths between Norris and Piastri. Norris looking on it today. But yeah, makes it a McLaren 1-2. Early days in Q2 as Stroll crosses the line to go P3. So 4 drivers have set lap times then. Norris, Piastri, Stroll, Hulkenberg and Ricciardo comes across the line to slot into 5th. Hello, Paddy. Welcome to the stream, bro. If you are new, please do drop a like on the stream if you do enjoy it. And get yourself subscribed because we're trying to get the channel to 500 subs. So big ups to you. Welcome to the stream and hope you enjoy it. Just put 23p on Stroll, big roller. Oh, high roller. That's like Kim's bets. 23p. Get on that, Kim. 23p. Mind you, to be fair, 275 to 1 is madness. Absolute madness. Oh, he's Paddy a JA. He's Paddy JA, is he? Big ups to JA. That doesn't make sense. The Jamser Army. Big up the JA. The JA Army doesn't work. It's like saying pin number. You're actually saying number twice. Anyway, Verstappen goes top for Red Bull by 0.6. No, don't crush my dreams. Oh, Red Bull quick. Fucking hell. It's only 5.5. I don't need to throw the toys out of the pram yet. It's 5.5. Fuck. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's still competitive. Still anybody's game. Ooh, I hope it's no shoe-in for Red Bull. Verstappen's slapped him by 0.6. It's okay. It's okay. Not panicking yet, but it is an early left hook from Verstappen that's just dazed me a little bit. He's just thrown a left hook, and I've just gone, oh, all right, that stings. Be like Ocon. What would be like Ocon? Mate, Ocon's dead, done. Alpino done. Yes, Dougie. Oh, Dougie's here, mate. One more sub. Yeah, come on, guys. One more sub. There's got to be someone in this stream that's not subbed. I dare you. I haven't got a live sub. I can't even see it. I need a live sub counter, don't I? Mind you. Science will be back. Yeah, so 6.5 minutes to go in Q2. It's Verstappen, Perez, Norris, Leclerc, Alonso, Hamilton, Sainz, Piastri, Russell, Stroll, top 10. The bottom 5 we start to look at then, with 6 minutes to go, is Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Albon, and Magnussen hasn't even set a lap time yet. Yeah, Sainz will be back. Now they have the engines turned up. Oh, 5:02. We've cracked it. 3rd season in a row trying to get to 500, and we've finally done it. Probably. Right, now on to 1,000. Sod 6, 7, 8, 900. Straight to 1,000. Oh. God, that was a long road. I'll tell you what, that was a long road to 500. No joke. The longest road. No, we're there. We're all right. So we've got this lull now before they send the cars out for the final run-ins of Q2. Bottom 5, Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Albon, Magnussen. Yeah, cheers, Mitch. Appreciate you. Woohoo! I mean, not that it means a hell of a lot, but slowly, you know. Tick them off. Dougie, did you watch Aspinall's win? Oh, on the darts. Bet looking good. What did you have? Verstappen pole. You have Verstappen pole at evens. And what was the other one? Verstappen. And then Leclerc top 6, Perez top 10. Yeah. Nailed on that, really. Well, Mark, you know, you tell me. What's happened to Mercedes pace? I don't know. Coming into this weekend, and especially yesterday in FP2, Mert were 1 and 2 in FP2. I was like, hello, a Mercedes back. You know, obviously I read too much into it because I like to get excited about things that aren't worth it. But, you know, I read too much into it because I want to hype it up. So, you know, I was looking at Mercedes pace yesterday going, yeah, Mercedes are back, here we go. I'm thinking, yeah, George Russell championship fight. I'm here for it. we turn up today and they're not in the top 5 at the moment. You know, Russell clinging on there in P9. Hamilton, you know, P6, a second off the pace. But Norris is a bit of a surprise there, up in P3, quicker than the Ferrari. I feel like that McLaren, Ferrari, Aston, they're really close. And then maybe Mercedes are just behind that, which I thought Mercedes were a bit ahead of that, you know. But it looks like... But yeah, here we go then. Final 3 minutes of Q2, and the cars are heading back out onto track for one final run to see who's going to get through to the top 10 Q3 pole position shootout and who's going to be knocked out at the end of this session. Got a couple of bets on for Stroll, fastest qualifier. You are mad, Kim. What's give you this idea? Because it's ridiculous odds. But if it's ridiculous odds, there's a reason why. If Stroll slaps pole, though, if Lance Stroll gets pole here, yeah, not only will a couple of years be a lot richer, but this is, it will be mental, absolutely mental. I'd love it. I'd absolutely love it. You know, there's no financial gain for me. I'm not sticking a pound on Lance Stroll. I wouldn't do that for love nor money, Jesus. But you couldn't force me to put a pound on Lance Stroll. But if you want to do that, on your head be it. I mean, if the odds are 1,000,000 to 1, have a cheeky punt. But yeah, Albon, round turn 7. He's down in P14 at the moment, so needs to improve if he wants to get through to that Q3 shootout. 20 likes. I tell you what, I'll be real. We don't often hit 20 likes, so big ups to anybody that's liked the stream. If you haven't, then get involved. It does help me out a lot. It helps YouTube notice the channel and get me on the algorithm, get me on the list with the other F1 channels, and helps promote it a little bit. Show ponies. Show your money. You can be monetized. Do you know what I'm missing? Watch hours. I need about 1 million watch hours. So you need to stay on the stream. Yeah. I'm about 3/4 to go. Anyway, we'll get to monetization when we get to it in 2028. But anyway, we just have fun until we get there. But yeah, Daniel Ricciardo crosses the line to go P10. Well, that's not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough with 24 seconds to go. We're at the end of the session. Sainz has gone purple middle sector and splits the Red Bulls. Hulkenberg's gone third. Gone third. Work that out. Tsunoda's gone 8th. Both Mercedes are under massive pressure here. Alonso goes 3rd. Leclerc's coming around the final corner. So Alonso quick in the Aston. Verstappen's only 2 tenths clear of him. It's game on this, mate. Here comes Leclerc to the line. Goes quickest. Bang! Bang! There's a fight. Ferrari are bringing the fight. 29-1. Boom! I mean, Verstappen's not going to go hell for leather at the end of this session. Doesn't need to, but still, Ferrari showing that they're quick. They're in the mix. Massive pressure on Mercedes now, 13th and 15th. Here comes George Russell then. Round turn 12, 13. Come on. Only 58 off Stroll. I tell you what, George Russell's they're in trouble here. Mercedes are in trouble. Hamilton might just sneak in, but I feel like Russell might get knocked out here. This is going to be on the knife edge of whether George Russell gets through here or not. And he crosses the line now. P6. He had a major last sector and goes 6th. Perez is dropped now to P7. And Hamilton goes P4. Oh, last ditch attempt from Mercedes has pulled him out of the shit. And they're both through then. So it's Tsunoda, Stroll, Albon, Ricciardo and Magnussen out, I think. Yeah, Stroll's pulling into the pits. So that's it then. So it's Tsunoda, Stroll, Albon, Ricciardo and Magnussen knocked out. And McLaren, by the skin of the teeth, both McLarens are in. Leclerc went fastest at the end of the session there by 0.2, which is good. Ferrari looking quick. And Perez was... Hulkenberg, that's got to be the headline so far. Nico Hulkenberg is into Q3. Do you know, when you sent me that bet slip, Dan, I seen Hulkenberg to get through to Q3 and I nearly told you that. I know it's easy to say now, but I did nearly say, oh, Hulkenberg to get through to Q3. Hulkenberg slapped it, mate. Yes, Brownie, welcome in. Coming back from the gym and I'm still here. Third stream of the day. But yeah, welcome in, Brownie, mate. Please do drop me a like if you haven't already. Helps get the stream out there. But yes, Chrissy, welcome in. Well, you've been in since the start. I'll Stroll that far off his teammate because it's Lance Stroll, innit? Yeah, I've only just clocked that. Yeah, so Stroll's like a good 0.6 slower than Alonso, but that's just par for the course, isn't it? You know, that's just is what it is. So that's the top 10 then that are through to Q3, but knocked out is Bottas. Knocked out is Albon in P11, which he's done well there in a Williams to get P11. He won't be crying. He won't be crying in his soup about that, will he? P11. Then Ricciardo P12. Oh no, it's not updated. It's not updated. The website must have crashed. Oh, it has crashed. I'll have to just back it from here on in. They must have had too much traffic on the website. Yeah, now the website's crashed. 24 likes. Get in. Hulkenberg. I tell you what, Hulkenberg in the top 10 is a madness. Let me try and load this website again. T-feed. Bad gateway. Bad gateway. We're done. Now the site's crashed. Is what it is, isn't it? I'll guide you through anyway. Might as well. Might as well get it off the screen if he's not gonna help. I'll put the timing board back on the screen if the website decides to come back on, but maybe just too much traffic and the website's just crashed with the live timings on, but I'll keep you updated anyway. We'll know who it will be. Who will it be? I still got to say Verstappen, but by a slim margin. Verstappen by 0.2 over Leclerc. You know, if I'm put on the spot just before Q3 starts, I'll say Verstappen by 0.2. But, you know, it's not looking like Verstappen by a second, is it? And that's... I mean, we've got 57 laps tomorrow where it might be a bit long, but... I'll keep refreshing this website and see if it comes back to life. But yeah, it's completely died on me. So apologies for that. The live timings, there's nothing I can do about that. It's just committed the big death. But we'll keep it updated. Hopefully science. Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love a science poll. What, anyone for Verstappen's an upset, innit? Yeah, I'd love a science poll. Leclerc poll. Mercedes at this point, it'd be a massive upset for them to get pole. When your dad owns a team, should be gone. Oh, you mean Stroll? Yeah, I was like, my dad owns a team. What? No, yeah, yeah, Lance Stroll is on a full blag, isn't he? But fair play, you know, whatever. He's not that bad, but he is, so, isn't he? I don't know where I stand with Lance Stroll, because a couple of years ago, I was sort of a bit behind him. I was thinking, well, he's there because of the money and everything, but he's not that bad. I was thinking he's not that bad. But last year when the Aston was so good, it really showed him up, as not being good enough. Simple, plain and simple, not good enough. This site can't be reached. Why, Brev? I just think maybe they've had too much traffic onto the live timings website, and it's just gone. Can't do it. Well, I'll keep trying to load it, and if it comes back on, then I'll put it back on the stream. But yeah, until then, I'll keep you updated best I can. But anyway, we're in between sessions at the moment, in between Q2 and Q3. Q3 will be a 12-minute session, and we're going for pole. Going for Norris third, Max second, Sainz pole. That's not bad. I'd take that. It's not Hulk barely sneaks to Q3. Yeah, exactly. He's not. Yeah, that's the thing. He's not snuck into Q3 by the skin of his teeth. I think it was McLaren 9th and 10th. So Hulkenberg comfortably in. Yeah, Hulkenberg P6 comfortably in Q3. You'd have got 1,000,000 to 1 on that last week. Can you imagine at the end of day 3 of testing going, I know, Hulkenberg top 10 quali? You'd have been laughed out of the asylum. Do you know what I mean? You've been laughed out of the mental hospital. But a fair play, Haas were written off. But they've showed up. Right, but here we go. Q3 is underway. But the live timings website. Oh. Are we back? Is the live timings back? The circuit's back? I don't know, mate. This website is struggling. There must be thousands of people on that live timings website. He is struggling. If I can get it on for Q3, it'd be helpful. Capture leaderboard. It's not on yet. So live track, you're going Max, Sainz, Leclerc in that order. That's a safe bet, that. Yeah, I think I'd probably go Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz. Really is probably the safest way I'd go. But, you never know. Alonso could get involved. Norris could get involved. Norris is looking quick. Hulkenberg pole. Imagine. It'd be too good to be true, wouldn't it? Hulkenberg pole would be like, what have they done? Like, where? It'd be suspicious, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? He'd be like, nah, they're cheating. What have they done? Taken 50 kilos out of the car. No, the Hulkenberg. I mean, if Hulkenberg's like top 6, it's absolutely mega. If Hulkenberg is anything other than P10 now, even P10, it's a mega job. But if Hulkenberg's any higher than 10th, absolute heroic. It's heroic. Anyway, we'll find out, won't we? 9 minutes. This is the final 9 minutes. The crucial pole position shootout for qualifying ahead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Join me tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. I will be live for a 3 p.m. start for the Bahrain Grand Prix tomorrow. Let me refresh this website again, just on the off chance. Come on, you beauty. Give us a live timings, you beauty. Oh, why does it do that? Taylor Swift, the 1. I don't want Taylor Swift, the 1. I want F1. Taylor Swift, the 1, mate. You are having a giraffe. It's not even loading. Oh, it is. Right, anyway, we've got to focus on this. Verstappen's gone purple. First sector. 8.5 minutes to go in Q3, the final part of qualifying. Oh. Here we go. And a bing, bada, boom. We're back. Live timings are back. 8 minutes to go. Verstappen goes quickest only by 0.2 at 29.4. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. Here comes Lewis Hamilton to the line then. 8 minutes to go in Q3 and goes P4. Okay, so it's Verstappen, Russell, Norris, Hamilton, top four at the moment. And Perez goes P4, then pushes Hamilton down to 5th. Ooh, Mercedes coming alive a bit here. Where the Ferrari's going to slot in? Here we go then. Sainz to the line. Sainz goes 3rd. Russell. I tell you what, that lap time by Russell's not half bad, is it? Russell coming in, clutching quali. Where can Leclerc go? Goes 2nd and pushes Russell down then. So it's Verstappen. And it's only 59 thousandths. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. This bodes well for the season. This bodes really well. You know, even if Verstappen does get it, you know, half a tenth, I'll take that all day. 59 thousandths of a second. Brilliant. I'm so relieved. I know they'll have one more run in a bit, but I am relieved. Because now, Red Bull aren't sandbagging now. Do you know what I mean? This is it. This is it. And Ferrari are there. And I'll tell you what, furthermore, Mercedes are there as well. Russell's within 0.2 of Verstappen. In fact, 4 drivers are within, the top 4 are within 0.2. And Norris is only 2.5 off it. And then you've got a gap to Perez, who's 0.6 slower than his teammate. Bit of a dodgy one, that. But yeah. This is good. This bodes really well. I'm well happy with this. Max P3. It could be. You know, Alonso's not even done his lap yet. Should we predict where Hulk should qualify? Sorry, I'm a bit behind with the comments. I was like refreshing this live time. But yeah, Hulkenberg, he's got to be 10th on it. Realistically, like I say, if Hulkenberg's any higher than 10th, then that's major. Leclerc World Drivers' Championship. I said that at the beginning of last season. I was like, Charles Percival Leclerc. And then Verstappen won 19 races. So I can't be doing mad predictions like that anymore. But yeah, just Leclerc for the championship. Let's go. Or even just to fight for it. Please. Fight for it, at least. Minimum requirements for entertainment during the season, please. A championship battle would be lovely, simply lovely. Right, so Alonso's out of sync and he's going to do his lap now. Yeah, Alonso's gone for the one shot pony, the one shot quali, you know. So I hope he does it. Imagine he slaps it fastest now. And then they've all got to beat Alonso in the final run. Ooh. That would be perfect. That would be perfect. If Alonso went quickest now and just laid down a gauntlet and then they all have to come out of the pits and beat Alonso. Oh, that'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful. Go on, Fernando. I dare you. Go quickest now and make them all have to beat you. That'd be beautiful, that. We're going to get the first sector time now. So Fernando Alonso is on his one-shot quali run. 10th and a half down in Sector 1. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. And that's compared to P1 as well. So come on, Fernando. Come on, Fernando. Let's throw the cat amongst the pigeons here. Make them all have to come out of the pits and beat you. Come on, Fernando. Down to turn 11. You're going to go really wide over the curb, swing it in at 170 kilometres an hour over the apex of turn 11, turn 12, clambering all over the curb again. Then you're going wide for 13. Oh, he's purple. He's purple middle sector, Alonso. He could go quickest. I was joking, but he could. I was having a laugh. He actually could. I didn't think he actually would go quickest. I was just having a bit of a laugh. Go on, go quickest. Oh, third, okay, third. It's so close at the top. Third by a tenth. It's so close. Fair play. This is really competitive. This is more than I could have wished for. This is really close. I'd have loved him to go top just to make them have to beat you. Like, they're going to improve and beat him, but make him have to beat you. Do you know what I mean? I'd have loved that. But P3, Alonso's in the mix. That Aston's quick. What are the McLarens going to do now? Here we got Oscar Piastri, who's been a bit off it in Q1 and Q2, but can he pull it out of the bag when it really matters? It is solid, that, isn't it? Solid, that, Carl. A tenth off. You know, a tenth off the mighty, dominant, unbeatable Red Bull. It's not bloody bad, is it? Here comes Piastri then to start his final flying lap, because you're not going to get 2 laps on a new soft, are you? This is it. This is it for Piastri. This is it with 2 minutes to go in the session. He's personal best, but he's a chunk of time down in Sector 1 is Oscar Piastri. And Norris, Piastri and Norris, the McLarens are looking like they're going to be back end of the top 10 here. I'm not going to lie. Where's Hulkenberg? Hulkenberg, 3 tenths off Sector 1, personal best. But yeah, I'm getting the vibe that McLaren are going to be back end of the top 10 here. We'll see what Hamilton can do to improve, and Perez will surely improve. And, well, they might beat Hulkenberg. But that might be all they beat, you know. McLaren might beat Hulkenberg, and that's it. And line up 8th and 9th would be my guess right now. Norris has gone, whoa, blast that out of the water and call me an idiot, because Norris has gone purple middle sector. I'm writing him off. Piastri goes P7. But I think Norris could get a right lead. But look at Verstappen trying to nick the slipstream there. Okay, so Norris is purple middle sector. Where can he go? Improves, but stays 6th. So McLaren's 6th and 7th as it stands. But we're yet to see Perez, Hamilton and Hulkenberg. As I say, Hulkenberg, he's just coming across the line now. And he's going to be P10. Hulkenberg's going to be P10, which is, you know, he's done well. Listen, he's done well. You can't expect him to... get well into, you know what I mean, top 5. Hulkenberg's done all he can do. He's P10. Verstappen, purple, first sector. Come on, Lewis, what can you do? Russell has gone slow on that first sector. Hamilton's looking personal best. Verstappen, purple, which is fastest of anybody in sector 1. Come on, Lewis, go purple, middle sector. Hamilton 2.5 tenths away. I think Lewis could maybe beat the McLarens, but that might be about it. Lewis might slot into 6th, would be my guess right now. Stays 9th. Hamilton stayed 9th. Oh no, that was Russell, sorry. That was Russell crossing the line and goes 3rd, and Hamilton 8th. Hamilton only 8th on the grid for the opening round. So Mercedes 3rd and 8th at the moment. But here comes Verstappen to the line. Can he improve? Oh, by 3 tenths. Oh, it's 3 tenths. What can the Ferraris do? At least it's not a second. At least he's not slapped everyone by a second and a half. He's 3 tenths, so Verstappen has improved and put the gauntlet down. What can the Ferraris do? Come on, Charles. Oh, it's close. 29.4. From Leclerc, but he can't beat Verstappen. What can Sainz do? Sainz beats Alonso and goes P4 then as the McLaren peels into the pit lane. It's Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Sainz. And what can Perez do? Improves to 5th. Perez improves to 5th, pushing Alonso down, and that is your grid then for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Verstappen, only 2/10, that's all right. I can deal with that. I can deal with 2/10. He's not slapped him by a second. Verstappen takes pole by 2/10 from Leclerc. Russell P3. Russell P3 in the Mercedes. He's done very well there. So it's Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Perez, Alonso, then the two McLarens of Norris, Piastri, Hamilton, only P9 in the Mercedes, and then Hülkenberg with the cheeky P10. But that is qualifying, done and dusted for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Verstappen in the end, but it was very close, especially Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Perez, Alonso. This literally a 10th between 2nd to 7th. So you can't complain with that. You cannot complain with that. What? Yeah, exactly. WTF happened, Hamilton. Did he make a mistake? He must have done. He must have made a mistake. Hamilton only 9th. But that is qualifying for the Bahrain Grand Prix. A 29.179 for Verstappen is enough. 2/10, so it's not a walk in the park. It's Verstappen on pole for the Bahrain Grand Prix then, but like I say, it's got some positivity about it because it's not by a million, you know what I mean? It's not by a second and a half. It's by 2/10, so it's hard fought. Verstappen's got the job done in the end, but it is Leclerc hot on his heels, and then Russell in the Mercedes. Fair play to George Russell. He's out-qualified Hamilton there. And mind you, it's only 2/10 between them, but 7 positions between them. 6 positions between them. So, yeah, it was extremely close, that top 10. But yeah, it's ended up Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Perez, Alonso, P6. 2 McLarens, 7th and 8th. Will they be happy with that? Probably not, but it's not a disaster. And Hülkenberg will be absolutely thrilled with the top 10 start in a race. Then Tsunoda, Stroll, Albon, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Bottas, Zhou, Sargent, and the Alpines at the back with an absolute shocker. Thanks for joining me. ITV4 having a mare. Well, let them have a mare. I don't mind. But yeah, fair play. Thank you for joining me. If you have joined me for all 3 streams today, big ups to you. Only one stream tomorrow, the big one. Only the big one tomorrow is left. The Bahrain Grand Prix from 2:30 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Lights out. So join me before 3 o'clock if you want to see the start of the race. But yeah, Verstappen on pole, but Ferrari, Mercedes, and McLaren hot on the heels. So yeah, Verstappen on pole, but it's not end of the world. You know, we've still got a good season to look forward to here. We've still got a great season to look forward to. So join me tomorrow at 2:30. Big ups to anybody that's been new today. I know I've had a few new viewers in today for the brand new season. So fair play, get yourself subscribed. We just passed that 500 subs little milestone. So fair play if you contributed to that. Welcome to the channel, and I hope you remain for the rest of the season. And yeah, please do drop me a like as well. Helps get the stream out, and maybe we can get a few more in for the big race tomorrow. But yeah, 2:30 tomorrow for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and Verstappen on pole. We sort of knew, but very, very close, and we're in for a very competitive season. Peace out, guys. Catch you tomorrow, 2:30. Thanks everybody for being in. Kim, JJ, Carl, Dougie, Johnny. Fair enough, mate. F57. I don't know what you mean, but oh no, it is. 23 likes. Fair play. Thank you so much for everyone that's dropped me a like. Yeah, cheers, Chrissy, and everybody else that was in the stream today. Catch you tomorrow for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Big race.